It is Saturday, the 23rd of September, and I am again playing a solo round at Taylor Park. It's a beautiful morning. A little bit busier than last weekend. Last weekend, I was one of 2 cars parked at the parking lot. Today, I'm one of like a dozen. So, presently, I am waiting. There's some people playing ahead of me, which is totally cool. I know some people get like all, I don't know, butthurt or like impatient about having to like slow their round down. But really, we're all just trying to have fun and shoot. It's kind of fun to sit down and listen to music too. So yeah, I guess nothing particularly interesting to say about this. I kind of just wanted to document the fact that I was here again and having a great time. And a couple hours later, I'm back home. I went to Walmart after Taylor Park, and that was great. I mean, as great as I guess Walmart can be. I picked, of course, the worst possible cart. It's funny too because I'll go and I'll go to the cart rack, and I'll kind of test them out. Be like, okay, this one feels awful. This one feels this is the winner. And then I grab it and I start going, and for the first like 10-15 feet, it's great. But then once I make it into the store, it's, well, you see what I'm talking about. Anyways, got some stuff for dinner tonight. We're gonna make bibimbap, which is Serena's favorite dish. We haven't had bibimbap in a couple months, but it is delicious, and I'm excited to make it. 1, I love cooking. 2, I love Asian dishes. 3, I love bibimbap specifically. So, great. Other than that, I have been recording. I've been doing some Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Let's Play episodes. I also did a Super Paper Mario, but I am kind of like built up on Super Paper Mario. When I started that series, I recorded a bunch of episodes just because I was so like, I don't know, excited to do something new. So I just recorded a crap ton of episodes right off the bat. So Tears of the Kingdom definitely needs some love. I had an interesting hiccup, however, my first actual hiccup with the new equipment. So I had been using 192K kilohertz as far as the sample rate on the microphone or the audio interface specifically. And if you're not familiar with what that means, that's fine, because I'm not really familiar either. But from what I could ascertain through Google is that sample rate specifically means how many times per second it is capturing the sound, if that makes sense. So a sample rate of 192K is every second it's grabbing that sound 192,000 times. And at surface level, you'd think, yes, that means quality, right? Like that's what you want. And it is true. It is true. That is quality. But, that's a little bit more than you need, number 1. And number 2, it can be more taxing on your system. And as we all know, I don't necessarily have like the most powerful PC in the world. I have an adequate PC. It's down there. It hears me talking about it. I'm sorry. I don't mean to besmirch you. You're a very good machine, all right? Don't you die on me. But the CPU gets extra taxed when you're doing that sort of thing, and it's not necessarily important to do so. In fact, after doing a, I don't know, half an hour's worth of research over the last half an hour, I found that really anything over 44K, as far as the sample rate that we just talked about, largely inconsequential. Anything above that, human ears are not really going to pick up. In fact, they call 44K studio quality. And I guess studio quality is kind of what I would like to get, really. I mean, when I saw the ability to grab 192K, I said yes, because I just want the best quality I can produce for you guys. But if that's not necessarily going to matter, number one, and two, if it's going to cause problems, then I'm not going to do that. And I didn't actually talk about the problems it caused. So what happened was when you're pulling at a sample rate, right, through the audio interface, when you're pulling at a sample rate, it needs to match the sample rate getting pushed out by the software that you're using on the computer. And apparently that wasn't the case. I was pushing out a different rate from the interface than the software was capturing, and it was fine for a period of time, but it flipped. And when that flips, it causes all sort of like weird staticky, like, I don't know, alterations and things. You'll know if you watch this episode of Tears of the Kingdom. It's Tears of the Kingdom, I think episode 139. For like 8 or 9 minutes there, the audio has some artifacts inside of it, and it's not great. But we were able to fix most of it. Unfortunately, not all of it is fixable, just because of like where I saved in the game. I can't go back and fix either which way. Huh. But we're learning. We're learning. And it's important to do exactly that. Really, just in general. Keep learning.